Okay, good morning everybody. You join me today on the day that I take you on a ride around Skye. It is an absolutely glorious sunny Sunday morning, and I can tell you, although it's sunny, it is absolutely freezing. It's the coldest day it has been by far today. I had a look at my thermometer's saying 8 degrees, but I just do not believe that, because it is absolutely Baltic. If it's 8 degrees, then I'm a Vicky. Anyway, I'm not doing the whole of Skye today, just going to do a short little ride across Skye to Dunvegan and then back again. I'm going to do a more detailed trip around Skye. I'll come up here and spend a few days up here because it warrants a good few days touring around, and at the moment I just don't have the time to do that. So stay tuned everybody, more to come. Okay everybody, so I'm sure if you've been to Skye you will agree with me that it is a very picturesque place to visit. You have the Cullen Mountains, which are a ring of old volcanic mountains, obviously no longer active. You also have the whiskey distillery here, the Talisker distillery, so if you get a chance, give it a visit, because it is a really interesting place to visit, and you do get the chance to sample a wee dram while you're there. But no, seriously folks, it is well worth the money to go and have a look how they make the whiskey. I would have liked to have spent longer here, however I'm on the clock now because I do have to be back. I have to get my bike taken back to have some work done on for the rear shock recall from Benelli. So my hands are tied really, and I think the weather's going to change next week anyway, so we'll just make hay while the sun shines and get what we can out of it. I must say that it is a real pain that the remote has gone for the GoPro camera. Normally I just have a little remote on the handlebars that I can press when I want it to record and when I want it to stop, and it makes life so much easier because today is so cold. I have my big thick chunky warm gloves on. They are the Gerbing heated gloves, and it is a nightmare trying to find the button on top of the GoPro to start it recording. I literally have to pull over at the side of the road and press the button to get it recorded. So just when I need it most, it lets me down. But I thought that was a real horse then. My eyesight is terrible. Specsavers keep sending me emails saying I've got to get my eyes tested, but like a typical man I just put it off and put it off. Blind summit. That says it all really. Blind as a bat, that should have said. As you can see people, it's living up to its picturesque name, Skye. Lots and lots of big Skye over at Skye. There are a few nice places to go if you're after somewhere a little bit more affordable. A nice little hotel is called Glen Rock. It's where I always stop here when I'm on my own just touring around. It's like a B&B type of hotel, and you get your meals and your breakfast in the bar next door, which is called Saucy Mary's. It's not a very upmarket place, but it's clean and the staff are very friendly, the food's lovely, the rooms are nice. So what more can you want? I think I paid about £69 for the night including breakfast, which, believe me, for Skye is really cheap, because the prices on Skye for accommodation are sky high. I think that's why they call it Skye. But there are some really nice hotels on Skye as well, but you know, you can be paying anywhere from around 140 to 440 pound a night, depending on where you stay. At the end of the day, it's horses for courses, and you cut your cloth to suit your pocket. Oh, weird, I'm coming out with it today, aren't I? I missed my vacation. I should have been a salesman. The amount of verbal bullshit that's coming out of my mouth today, guys. Sorry, I do apologise. There's another really nice place, quite affordable I suppose. I think it's about £120 a night last time I stayed there, and I think it's called the Stein Hill, and it's like a really, really old, I don't know whether you describe it as a fisherman's house or a farmer's house, but it's right on the edge of a loch. They have live music on a Saturday night, you know, traditional Scottish music, and it's a bar, it's a proper pub, and you stay in the rooms above the bar, but it's one of those places that's really atmospheric, stone walls, stone floor, got a nice log fire, very oldie worldy, really, really nice place to stay. I'm sure it's called the Stein Hotel. And as you can see, just look at that, how dramatic is that. This is why I love Skye, and this is why I don't want to try and cram it all into this one video. I'm definitely at some point, either this year or most probably next year, depending on how much time I get at home, I'm definitely coming up here and I'm going to do a week of touring. I'll most probably come up, the wife will come up on the bikes, and we'll have a week of touring round. What I will say is, it's most probably best to come, I would say, early or late season, because it is an absolute nightmare for motoring. If you come high season, it'll spoil your holiday if you're coming to ride motorcycles, because you'll just be constantly stuck behind a big white box with people who don't know how to drive. So yeah, definitely come this time of year if you can. I'm up here now at the end of March, beginning of April. You could most probably leave it up until May, but I wouldn't really advise coming any time after May, because you're getting into the high season, the brain dead motorhome tribe season. If you look over on the loch, you can see all those things on the loch. I think that is a salmon farm. I should imagine in winter it is absolutely brutal up here. Cormorant there on the rocks, sunning himself. It's so easy to get distracted though, because you're trying to look where you're going, but you want to look at the scenery as well. How stunning is this, people? Well worth the wait to come to Skye. When I leave Skye and head home, I've then got a 6-hour journey to go home, so my day is going to be about a 9-hour, 10-hour ride today. But it's worth it. It's my own fault. I meant to get up really early, but one, the clocks went forward, so I lost an hour's sleep anyway. And two, I had rather one or two many pints last night in Saucy Mary's bar. So I needed the lie-in. They didn't serve breakfast until 8, so I needed to have a lie-in, let the beer subside so I'm safe to ride, and have a good hearty breakfast, because like I say, I reckon I've got a good 9 or 10 hour day in the saddle today. Well guys, I hope you're enjoying the trip. I don't know how many videos I'm going to get out of this, perhaps 2 or 3, maybe even 4. I don't know how much footage I've got, to tell you the truth. I was looking at some of the footage I shot yesterday and I lost some of it due to sound quality. There was a period where I got my foot down and I don't think the mic could cope with it. So I lost a little bit of footage yesterday because the sound just cut out on the mic. Noticed anything sort of over 65, 60, 70 mile an hour, the GoPro mic just doesn't like it at all. So hence that's why when you see me shooting these videos, 9 times out of 10 I am doddering around at Captain Slow pace. And believe me, it's not because I'm Captain Slow, it's just because I'm trying to get good sound quality for all you guys so you can hear what I'm saying. This road is just sublime, just look at it. It really is a wondrous place, Skye. I don't think I've come across anywhere like it in the rest of Scotland. There are still places that I haven't been to yet in Scotland, so there may be other locations, but as of yet, it's pretty unique. And there's lots and lots to do on Skye. There's lots of tourist attractions, like the fairy pools and all different places. There's castles, and you know, if you were to come with your kids, you'd never be bored, or you know, find yourself with nothing to do. There's always somewhere to visit. You could do a full week to 10 days up here, and most probably have something different to do every single day. And because it's a small island as well, you don't have miles. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a fair jaunt, but you know, it's not like on mainland Scotland where you may have to go like 70, 80 miles to get to somewhere to visit. It's a little bit more compact and easier and more accessible. The problem is, when I come somewhere like this, it makes me want to stay. I can't tell you how tempted I am. I think we've got another, I think tomorrow and the day after is supposed to be okay, and then really cold weather is coming in. And I'm so tempted just to say, you know, sod it, I'll have another couple of days touring around. But my wife would kill me. I told my wife I was only going to be away for one night. I've already been away for 2 nights, so my dinner will be in the dog when I get back home, so they say. Well, it would be if we had a dog. My dinner will be in the bin, should I say. I did tell her that I was going to be a little bit delayed, and she was okay. She said, might as well make most of the good weather while it's here. So bless her. I mean, just look how picturesque it is, all these houses and the views that they have. I mean, look at the view these houses have got down the bay. I have actually looked into moving to Skye, but property wise, it is mega expensive to buy properties on Skye. And I also have the problem, because I fly in and out the country many times throughout the year, I've also got to think about access to airports. And it's not even the distance, I don't mind the distance, but it's the weather. You know, if I came home in the middle of winter and got snowed in and couldn't return to work because the roads were closed, I'd lose my job, and I just can't do it, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to retire, perhaps another 4 to 5 years, and I'm going to take early retirement. Should have everything squared away and all my eggs put in the basket, ready for my early retirement. So who knows, it may be on the cards. Oh, now here's something for you guys. Slugackin, I think this is pronounced. That hotel over there, that white hotel, I stayed there with the wife, and I can assure you that it is a fabulous place to stop. They've got a really nice bar on the side of it, and the views from the hotel are just phenomenal. The food is phenomenal. It's not cheap. It's you will pay to stay there, but it is very good. Slagan Hotel, I think it's pronounced. I mean, just look at the views you've got from the hotel. Absolutely amazing. Well, right now folks, I feel like I am on top of the world. And not just in a physical sense either. It's a real shame that I have to go home today, because now I'm just settling into the tour and I just feel like I could just spend another 2 weeks just riding around. So much to see, so many places to go. I absolutely love motorcycle touring. If you've never tried it, get out there, you will not regret it. There's always so many things, you know, oh, I can't go because of this, or I can't go because of that, what if I break down, what if I get a puncture, what if I can't find somewhere to stop. Just go and enjoy it, enjoy the adventure. I guarantee you will have a great time, even if it rains every single day, because you'll come around the top of the crest and you'll see views like this, and it will be all worth it. Just look at that, absolutely lovely. And I don't know if you can see, but over there, that cliff face, there's a big waterfall that pools off the edge of there, and there is a beach that you can go to. I'm sure over there is where the Talisker distillery is as well. And there's a real isolated beach, and the views from the beach are absolutely stunning. I'll just pull over here so we can get a good look. Yeah, so let me just, yeah, so if you look, you can see the vertical edge of the cliff. I hope it shows up on the GoPro. There is a name for that place, but I can't think what it is. Might be Angel Falls or something like that, but there's a waterfall that comes off the top. It looks absolutely amazing onto like a pebbly beach cove, and then somewhere along that road and those mountains is where the Talisker brewery is, distillery should I say. Well worth a visit guys, well worth a visit. And as you can see, this is why I say Skye is such a unique and amazing place. I mean, just look at this view everybody. It is just awesome. Have you ever seen anything as beautiful as that in your life? So everybody out there in motorbike land, of all the tours and all the places that you've been to on motorbikes, where are some of the places that have touched your soul? You know, some of those places where you think, yeah, this is the place where I could spend the rest of my days. Comments below, I'd be interested to see where you've all been travelling to around the world. Just doesn't have to be in this country. I know that there are people who subscribe to the channel from overseas. So, let us know the locations that are your favourites. Look at this place here. Now that is a house. Just look at the views that it's got. Views over the estuary. Can you imagine how much that house is worth? More than I could afford. My wife wouldn't buy that house. She'd say it's too modern, not traditional. We're like chalk and cheese when it comes down to our tastes in architecture. But to be fair, I do like the traditional things as well, you know. I think modern and traditional both have their place. Well, again people, just look at the view. It's a little bit hazy, so you're not getting the full fact, but even so, even with the haze, it just looks absolutely amazing. Oh wow guys, just look at that, it is absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm heading back to the Isle of Skye now, doing a little loop. I hope Skye has lived up to your expectations. It's only been a short ride today. As I said, I am constricted to the amount of time that I can spend here because I have got a long ride home back down to the Scottish borders once I leave Skye. I'll most probably get back around about, I don't know, it's about 6.5 hours from the Isle of Skye. So if I leave here, it's saying I get to Isle of Skye at 1 o'clock, so 6.5 hours, perhaps add another an hour and a half on with stops, so 8 hours. So I'm most probably looking at about 8 o'clock to get home. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here now. I don't like filming the journey home, very rare that I film the journey home. So, by the way, I think we're just coming into Portree now, everybody. This is Portree, nice little place, so hopefully I can grab some fuel here as well. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here, see if the supermarket's got any fuel. Doesn't look like it. It is saying there is fuel up here somewhere, so okay guys, so anyway, while I look for fuel, I will wrap it up here. I'd just like to say I hope Skye has lived up to your expectations. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, the Scottish route. There's still a few more videos to upload before I go back over to the Middle East. So thanks for keeping the faith. Everybody ride safe. Bike Rider Reviews out.